When individuals serve God, the blessing comes on in those individuals and their families. When nations serve God, the blessing comes on a corporate level. When a company is built and that company dedicates a portion of its income or a portion of whatever for service of God and his purpose, a unique blessing comes upon that organization. That's why Dominion City will go to the end till the Lord returns and keep going, even long after I'm gone. Not because of anything. It is marriage to God's purpose. You know, I told you at the beginning, I said, when you enter into covenant, which now makes you married, you're no more like the ordinary girl playing around. You are now a committed person. Then you gain ownership. That's why, even though the seed comes from the man, but the egg comes from the woman. So at the end of the day, the man said, this is my son, when they have a child. But the woman also said, this is my son. So you see, that thing that is produced is co-heir, co-owned by both of them. Both of them had a stake in it. You see, the seed comes from God, the vision comes from him, but it is my egg that he fertilized to be able to produce it. Just like a man can't have a baby without a woman, Jesus cannot have a baby without his bride called the church. You are his bride. The purpose of God depends on the people of God. If we don't do our part, we sit down and say, God will do it. Nothing will ever be done. God will not come from heaven to do it. God is only going to do it when he finds a man that is sold out to his purpose. And it's the same thing with when a woman is committed enough in marriage to be willing to go through the pain of childbirth. Because the sweet part is the love making. And in church, the sweet part is worship. I love you, Lord. I will lay down my life for you. It's the doing part. The betting the purpose of God on earth is as tough as maternity experience. That lady has to be willing for her breast probably to fall, her tummy to be discarded. Sometimes, I don't know about Britain here, but in Africa, they get stretch marks, they get all kinds of discomfort, emotional up and down, because you are a pregnant woman. You're trying to birth life. That's what it costs to birth the purpose of God, to allow Jesus to fertilize your heart with his vision and with his purpose. And after all those sacrifices going through maternity, and you know, it's easier for you guys here. Sometimes I see videos, a lady giving birth and she's gisting, maybe with her husband or with somebody, and they're gisting and they're in the maternity giving birth. Because I learned you have technology now, you give some injection at the spinal so they don't feel as much pain. In Africa here, giving birth is like going to the hell and returning back. That's why maternal mortality is so, and it should not be so. Dominion City is carrying a crusade against that stuff. We usually mandate our pastors, no woman must die under your watch, whether they are poor or not, they can afford good hospital or not. The church must take them at that point, is surround them with prayer, but you must get them the best medical treatment available. I don't want to hear that there was no electricity, so maybe they needed to do cesarean. I don't want to hear that. If you have to bring your own generator to support the hospital, but make sure that they get the best whatever, and that's what we do. Actually, I think issue of maternal mortality is hardly heard in DC. I think in my knowledge maybe only 1 or 2 cases all these years. And that pastor has to explain why. So the women surround and they will be taking care, and they take them through trainings, all kinds of premarital courses, teach them all the things that will help them, because a lot of people are ignorant. They get doctors to help coach, and then finally